Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global market reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Tom Manning, CEO of Northwell Aegis Ventures, to discuss using artificial intelligence to tackle healthcare inequity. Tom, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to Trade Talks.
Thank you very much, Jill. Pleasure to be here.
You got it. And Aegis recently launched this joint venture with Northwell Health. What are the problems in the healthcare system that you're looking to solve?
Well, Jill, we're looking to bring more high quality care to more people. Essentially, Northwell, one of the most experienced providers in America, the largest on the East Coast, and Aegis Ventures, a distinctive healthcare startup studio, have combined forces to develop new companies designed to bring AI-inspired solutions and innovations to expand care, reduce the cost, and enable more people who have not been able to get the kind of care they need to find it and benefit from it.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the company creation model?
Absolutely. The company creation model is distinctive. Basically, Northwell, which is, again, an extremely large healthcare system with 5,000 physicians, more than 20,000 nurses, 23 hospitals dealing with 2 million patients a year, one of the most diverse systems in the country. It has a huge amount of clinical and scientific experience at its fingertips, and it's looking for ways to invent new solutions to benefit more of its current patients and more additional patients in the future as time goes on. We, with the Aegis Ventures, have combined artificial intelligence tools and techniques with this sort of need and clinical capability so that we can, together with Northwell, invent a variety of new approaches to healthcare to expand access and reduce cost. By working directly together, literally embedded in the same facilities with the same data, we are able to bring scientific and clinical experience in very close combination with commercialization and ideation techniques that will allow us to really identify these needs and then develop solutions to address the needs, ultimately turning those into freestanding companies that benefit everyone.
Right. And Tom, we keep hearing about democratization of access to whether it's education or trading and investing. Why do you believe AI can democratize healthcare and solve inequalities across demographics and geographies?
Jill, the prospect of AI is virtually unlimited. Essentially, artificial intelligence tools and techniques offer an opportunity to become far more targeted and specific in both understanding the factors that influence care, the factors that influence disease, and determining how those two can be better articulated together. For example, we want to know why people who have access to care don't use it fully. What impedes their ability to take meds on time, to see their doctor when they should be seeing the doctor, and so forth. We also want to know about those patients who have not yet been diagnosed with hypertension or cardiac disease of various kinds, or perhaps diabetes. And our ability to discern and really ascertain which of those factors is most important can lead us to formulate new solutions to get those people into doctor care earlier, intervene more promptly, basically offset or even in some cases prevent the advent of more significant illness over time. And AI actually helps to accomplish that. So therefore, to your excellent question about democratizing care, essentially AI allows us to see the healthcare needs more clearly and to develop solutions that are more specific and more particular to those individuals, particularly ones who've been left out of the equation. The health disparities are significant, as you know, and need to be addressed.
Right. And what are the steps hospitals and companies should take to ensure AI is being implemented in an ethical way across their systems?
Well, first and foremost, do no harm. With AI, as with any other powerful tool, there is always an ability to use the information inappropriately in ways that are not beneficial to all parties. So the clear challenge with AI, with information that you're obtaining in a very detailed way across a multitude of factors, is to potentially use it in ways that could be discriminatory in terms of one group or another. Now, that's not the objective, but that can happen inadvertently. So it's very important that institutions, researchers, and inventors, innovators of all kinds really adhere to strict rules around how to use information appropriately, how to treat it privately and confidentially, and how to ensure, most importantly, that it is representative of the entire population. The second goal I would suggest is for innovators and leaders of all healthcare organizations to challenge their teams to really focus AI, which is today's most powerful tool for gaining insight, on areas of health inequity, on health disparities that have too long been hidden, if you will, in the cracks, in the corners, and bring those forward, identify what those gaps in care are so that we can actually formulate the right kinds of solutions. I think with that top-down urge and insistence that this power tool be focused on the areas of greatest need, we will see a hugely different result. And then third and finally, I would suggest that all organizations need to really adhere to the highest quality standards that are now being promulgated by the FDA and other regulatory bodies, which basically suggests the proper handling of information, the fact that it should be protected, that individuals should have an option to either volunteer their information to researchers and innovators or to prevent it from being used in those types of activities. That is a personal choice to be respected.
Right. And Tom, to wrap up here, what makes the Northwell Aegis joint venture different from other efforts to use emerging technology to solve issues within the healthcare space? And then, of course, how do you quantify success?
Well, to your first question, the organization and the people. The Northwell organization is an organization focused on innovation. This is a group that has sponsored an innovation challenge year in and year out to basically crowdsource the best ideas from its people, from nurses, staff, doctors, scientists, and encourage everyone to come forward with ideas that will make a difference. They have a history and a legacy of doing just that. Additionally, the Aegis team has brought together world-class individuals in data science, in engineering, and in commercialization in order to really work together with the Northwell team to innovate jointly and develop innovations that are not only responsive to the needs, but can be implemented practically in the right kind of time frame. And then thirdly, these organizations are working side by side right now around a variety of different undertakings. So they are gaining experience with one another, and they are really now showing that they can move the needle in terms of the kinds of developments that they're seeking to invent.
All right, Tom, we appreciate the insight. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.
Thank you, Jill.